Hey, I'm Dave Fannin with the Body Form Personal Training Fitness Bootcamps, and I want to talk to you today about the three top snacks that I'm using right now to kind of like stay on track and give you some ideas of what you can use yourself in your own diet. So the idea of snacking is it's not necessary. At the end of the day, 3 meals a day can get the job done. The old school, 6 meals a day that, or five or six that breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, that kind of comes from old school bodybuilding or, serious athletes that could focus in and basically their day revolved around their training and their meals. So that's not realistic for working moms or busy professional dads and people that travel. So, there's that guilt and they're like, oh my God, I can't get in 6 meals. It's not going to work for me. So at the end of the day, 3 meals a day, 3 healthy meals a day can get the job done when you're looking to lose weight or stay in shape or fitness in general. And the idea of snacking is something to be a stopgap or something to cover you from one meal to the next, especially if you start getting a little depleted or if you're doing some calorie deficit dieting and you're just or you're just burning a lot of calories or you're on the go and you might have missed a meal or two. So that's the idea of snacking. So my top three snacks, go-to snacks right now are number one, I always go for an apple, and I've probably been doing this since I was a kid. And my mom always had them out in a bowl. It's what I went for, and I can't think of too many times over the years that it wasn't part of my diet. And it just seems to work. It's portable. You don't have any packaging. You don't need to microwave it. No cooking involved, and you can drop it into a bag, and it's not going to get all mushy and beat up like a banana. So I use apples, and it seems to be a good go-to, and they're very filling, and you don't have to carry a bunch of them around. If you're really hungry, I always tell people, have an apple. If you're really hungry still after that, have 2 apples, and you won't be hungry for much longer. So it seems to work, and it works for me. My number two go-to right now is cashews, and I've used almonds in the past, and a lot of my clients do use almonds, and they do like almonds. I just kind of started getting a taste for cashews over the last 2 months. I did the whole 30, and that was my go-to. Like when I was just running out of energy. I mean, a handful, and I was good. And I think it's just the fats and the protein all at one time helps carry you over to the next meal, and you're like, okay, I can make this. I can do this. And I've been using cashews, like I said, for probably about the last 60 days. And before that, it was almonds. It seems to work. And I do recommend almonds for my clients. And people are always worried about, nuts being calorie dense. And you can use mixed nuts too. I wouldn't worry about it so much. Just a handful usually gets the job done. It's just, again, the snacking is just to cover you from like one meal, just to get you the next meal, not to really fill you up. And then the third thing that I tend to go to, and this is again something I've used for years, is either a meal replacement or just like straight egg white protein, low in calories, nearly zero carbs, and just high in protein. Not really filling like a meal replacement would be, because with a meal replacement, you're going to get a few more carbs, and it's really it's going to give you some energy. When you're really, really dragging, let's say you're training a lot or you're, trying to drop weight, but you're in that gap and you've been doing some calorie deficit dieting, this will give you some energy. It'll kick you back into where you can think straight and get through the day and definitely get to your next meal. The egg protein will cover you and get the job done too. Just you don't get as much energy because there's not as many carbs. Those are the three things that I use. And also when it comes to the high protein, when I've gotten stuck out on the road and didn't have a meal replacement or egg white protein with me, you can always stop at a convenience store. They'll have hard-boiled eggs that you can buy. They'll be in packs of 4, and that can carry you over. And a lot of my clients too have relayed to me that they've used hard-boiled eggs. It's not ideal, but they put them in a baggie and they have them at work. At 10 in the morning or 2 in the afternoon when they're really dragging, and it just seems to work. So those are my three: apples, nuts, and any type of high protein like meal replacement. That seems to be working for me. And if those don't sound appetizing, I'll leave a link to like the 50 best snacks you can choose from under 100 calories in a link below, and you can just go there, just pick one or two things, and that's your go-to. But just using snacking as sparingly, but to help you stay on track, so you don't end up like with the Big Mac in your hand. You're like, how did this happen? Do that healthy meals, and use the snacking just to carry you over and get you the next meal, and you should be fine. But again, there's no magic to it. You don't have to eat 6 meals a day to lose weight and feel good. You've got to find what works for you, and sometimes it takes a little bit of testing. So eat, snack, eat. Give it a shot, and if this is helpful, let me know. And I'm Dave Fannin. I'm with the Body Form Personal Training and Fitness Bootcamps, and I'll talk to you soon.